Representing the 31 to 53 foot class in the center console category, the OBX 32cc has an overall length of 31 feet 5 inches, a beam of 10 feet, and a max horsepower rating of 700. Designed to provide a dry ride in the roughest of waters, she has a draft of 24 inches, a dead rise of 12 degrees, a dry weight of 7,000 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 223 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
We're on a 32 OBX today, and this is a sweet little boat.
I never saw it coming. I can honestly say that, George. In the old days of outboard motors, I first started running an inboard diesel, and I thought, the whole world's going to go to this. This is so much more efficient and stuff. Could I have been any more wrong?
No, absolutely not. And you know what? You see this boat, I mean, there's a certain group of people that really like the style of a custom sport fish boat, but outboards are just a really practical alternative for a lot of guys that want a boat this size, especially. I mean, economical, speed, I mean, it's just a great option. And if you like that classic style, this boat really fits the bill.
If you want attention, if you want to stand out in a crowd, this is your boat. It looks so cool. I was on another boat this morning watching you run through that little 3-foot chop we were in. It is cool looking.
It was eating it up. Well, it's a great boat, and it's got a lot of really cool features on it. Let's have a look around.
George, just like every boat, this is our favorite area back here in the cockpit.
Well, yeah, this is the business end of the boat.
I love the 10 feet wide. We got plenty of room. And you know what really speaks to me? Got the big high Carolina bow. But back here, we can reach over and release a billfish. We can gaff a fish. It's easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that goes right to that Carolina style. I mean, the big broken shear line, the big high bow to get you up there for the weather, the flare up there. And this cockpit, take a look at this cockpit. I mean, this really, you know, this plastic deck here, this stuff looks like the cockpit on a sport fish boat. I mean, it reminds you of being in a little inboard boat, even though there's 2 outboards on the back of it. This easily converts into 2 big live wells back here. It's got a single live well right there, which will hold a bunch of bait. You can make this into 2 really big live wells if that's what your thing is.
And I love the traditional transom with the bracket.
One of the added benefits of a bracket like this, you're going to extend the running surface of the boat. It gets a little more lift back here, and it really helps the ride out on this boat a lot. Another thing that really jumped out at me about this boat is this hardtop. The hardtop design is unique. It's a very long, low-profile top, and check this out right here. Standing underneath here, if you're riding behind the rocket launcher, you're still in the shade. I like the flat design. It really adds shade to the guy driving here. You know, it just seems like you've got a visor on when you're sitting underneath it. Now, Rick, this is a serious fishing boat, but that doesn't mean you can't be comfortable on the boat. I mean, this helm seating right here, look at how plush that is. This is 2 people convertible. This is obviously very comfortable, which will come in handy if you're on a long boat ride. I mean, you may be running to the Bahamas, you may be running way offshore to fish for a day. You'll be comfortable in these seats right here.
It's very high end, and that gets back to what we talked about, this boat being the best of both worlds. It's got the luxury of a sport fish and the fact that you're very comfortable at the helm. And oh, by the way, you can well be doing 60 miles an hour.
Exactly, and this boat will do it too. There's 6 foot 3 inches of headroom in here, and this boat incidentally is built in High Point, North Carolina, the furniture capital of the U.S. here. This thing down below is finished out really pretty. I mean, it's all finished out in wood, and I mean, it's nice. The wife will like it down there, and there is a head down there.
This boat's built in North Carolina. They got some big fish up there.
They do, and they've got lots of them. I mean, they commonly are filling the boxes with lots of tunas, dolphins. They need the space. If that kill box isn't enough room for you, there's 2 big boxes, one on either side of the console. Let me show you up on the bow, Rick. There's another really big box up there and lots more room to fish. Let's have a look. Rick, take a look up here. This boat has the forward seating, which is an option. This seating is really nice. It adds a bunch of storage to the boat, dry storage underneath it, and somewhere for everybody to sit if you're just out for a boat ride. Open up that hatch right there though, Rick, and you've got another really large fish box, also insulated. Each one of these fish box lids has got a high-powered magnet to hold it up. That magnet catches the thing, frees up your hand, something for a dolphin tail not to break off.
And this is a serious fisherman's boat. This guy wants to be comfortable, he wants to be dry, and he wants to look great doing it.
You're absolutely right, Rick. If you're a hardcore fisherman that likes that classic sport fish boat style and a performance hull, the OBX 32 is definitely one you want to have a look at.